Children, this is zero period and you are watching class 8 chapter number 3. That chapter is understanding quadrilaterals. So today we are going to discuss exercise 3.1, all the questions we are going to discuss, and we are trying to get all the solutions. Very simple questions these are, very good exercise, and I hope you will enjoy this lesson. One by one I will try to explain you the questions, their solutions, their reasons, their justifications as well. So let us start this exercise 3.1. First question is given here are some figure. Classify each of them on the basis of the following: simple curve, simple closed curve, polygon, convex polygon, and concave polygon. So we have to identify which type of figure they are. So first part is A. Which figures are simple curve? Figure 1, figure 2, figure 5, figure 6, and figure 7. You can easily identify these are the simple curve. Figure 1, figure 2, figure 5, figure 6, and figure 7. These are simple curve. Come to the next part, which is B. B said simple closed curve. Simple curve and simple closed curve. Not much difference between these two, but in this figure they all are simple as well as closed, which we identify earlier in part A. So part B you can write 1, 2, 5, 6, and 7. These figures are simple closed curve as well. Now come to C. What is C? C is polygon. In polygon part we have to identify the figure which are made by only line segments. So only first and second figure are like that, which are made of line segment. So the answer of C part is first and second figure. Then come to the D part. What is it? In D part, convex polygon. I have to identify convex polygon among these figure. Only a second figure is looking like convex polygon, so you just note down only 2, figure number 2. And then come to the last one, which is concave polygon. What is concave polygon? You can identify only figure 1 is concave polygon because the one of the diagonal is made outside of the figure. That is the difference between convex and concave, you will learn already. So in this question we find out all the types of curve are polygon. Let us move to the next question. In question number 2, how many diagonals does each of the following have? So we have to identify, we have to find out how many diagonals for these three figures. First, that is convex quadrilateral. In convex quadrilateral only 2 diagonals are possible, so you need to write only 2 there. And in the second part, regular hexagon. If you made a figure of regular hexagon, you can make only 9 diagonals in that figure. So your answer will be 9 here only. And in triangle there are no diagonal possible, so you have to write here only 0. So these are the answer of these 3 questions of question number 2. In convex quadrilateral only 2 diagonals are possible. In regular hexagon you can make the figure and then join the diagonals, you will get only 9 diagonals. And in triangle there are no diagonals possible. This is a statement question, question number 3. What is the sum of the measure of angles of a convex quadrilateral? Will this property hold if the quadrilateral is non-convex? So question asks, what is the sum of the measure of the angle of a convex quadrilateral? Sum of the measure of the angles of a convex quadrilateral is always 360. So your answer should be like that. sum of the measure of the angles of a convex quadrilateral is 360. That will be your answer. And then the second part, will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? So your answer will be yes. This property will hold if the quadrilateral is not convex. This property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex. Make a non-convex quadrilateral and try. You will try. You can try it. You can try it. You will get the same result. So that was the conclusion of this solution. Let us move to the next question. This is an interesting question. Examine the table. Each figure is divided into triangles and the sum of angles deduced from that. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 figures are given. In first figure it is a triangle. Then in second figure it is made with 2 triangles. Then third figure with 3 triangles. Then 4 triangles. Side in first figure there are 3 sides, then 4 sides, then 5 sides, then 6 sides. So angle sum are like that. First figure 180 degree it is given. Sum of all angles of triangle. Then there are 2 triangles. So 2 into 180 obviously. And there are 3 triangles. So that can be 3 into 180. There are 4 triangles. So 4 into 180. So first line you can easily understand. And then through this information it deduces a pattern. Suppose 2 can be written 4 minus 2. 3 can be written 5 minus 2. 4 can be written 6 minus 2. So how many sides that subtracted by 2 and then multiplied by 180? That will be the formula for getting sum of any polygons. So let us try to fix this for the given question. A is 7. So A can be solved like that. Angle sum. Number of side is 7. Subtract 2 and then multiplied by 180. 7 minus 2 it is 5. 5 into 180. That is 900. Then come to B. B is 8. So angle sum is equal to 8 minus 2 into 180. 8 minus 2 means 6. 6 into 180. That will be 18 into 6. 108 and then 0 degree. Then C, which is 10. So it will be 10 minus 2 into 180. 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 into 180. 8 into 8 minus 8 into 180, sorry, 8 into 180 is 18, 8, yeah, 144. 144 then 0. Then last one, N. N will be N minus 2 into 180. That is the formula you can say. So angle sum of any n-sided polygon is N minus 2 into 180. That is the formula you can make or you can use for any type of figure which have n-sided. Angle sum of n-sided figure is equal to n minus 2 into 180. That you can use anywhere. Come to the next question. In this question, the definition of regular polygon is asked. What is regular polygon? State the name of regular polygon of 3 sides, 4 sides and 6 sides. First, I would like to write the definition of regular polygon. A regular polygon means a polygon a polygon which is both equilateral and equiangular. Is called a regular polygon. So you can specify these two terms, equilateral as well as equiangular, means all the angles are equal and all the sides are equal, then only it is called a regular polygon. This is the definition of a regular polygon. Now then name the regular polygon which have three sides. If it is three sides, then it is equilateral triangular. Equilateral triangle. And then second one which have four-sided polygon which is regular is only square, nothing else. So write here square. And then next one, six sides. Six sides means hexagon, regular hexagon. It will be regular hexagon. So finally you can write, or you just note down these answers for this question. This is question number 6 of 3.1. Find the angle, measure x in the following figure. You can see figure A, there are four angles, one is 50 degree, other is 130 degree, next one is 120 degree, and x is unknown. And we all know that the sum of all angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. So let us apply that in this figure. X is unknown, plus 50 degree one angle, then second angle is 130 degree, then third angle is 120 degree. They all will equal to 360, and then you need to write by angle sum property of quadrilateral. So it should be x plus, if I add these three, 130 and 120, that is 250 plus 50, it will be 300. 300 is equal to 360. Then x is equal to 360 minus 300. So my answer will be 60 degree. Therefore x is equal to 60 degree. I can write in my answer column x is equal to 60 degree. That is my answer. Then come to the next one, B part. B part, similar one, but here this exterior angle given. So if this exterior angle is 90 degree, it means this angle is also 90 degree. So apply the same theory here also. X plus 70 plus 60 plus 90 is equal to 360. Right here again by angle sum property of quadrilateral. So x plus, add all these three, 70 plus 60 plus 90, it will be 220. Yes, it will be 220 degree, then it is 360. So x is equal to 360 minus 220 by transposing, then we easily get the value of x, which will be 140 degree. So I can write my answer as x is equal to 140 degree. So these are A and B part of question 6. Let us go to the next part. Part C. In part C you can see figure that is 30 degree, this one is 30 degree, this one is x, this one is x, this is 60 degree and this is 70 degree. Now here are two interior angles which are not given, but for this we can take linear pair concept, because if a linear pair is there, the sum of two angles of that linear pair is 180 degree. So by using this linear pair concept, we can get these values of angle 1 and angle 2 easily. So let us try to make it first. Angle 1 plus 70 degree is equal to 180. Right here linear pair. Then angle 1 is equal to 180 minus 70. That will be 180 minus 70, it means 110. Is that okay? And then second part, angle 2 plus angle 60, that will be equal to 180. Same region linear pair. Angle 2 will be 180 minus 60, that will be 120. So we got two unknown interior angles there, and then we go through this question. So it is a quadrilateral. It means 30 degree plus x plus x. No, it is not a quadrilateral. It is not a quadrilateral. It is a pentagon actually. Fifth side is there, na? So 30 degree plus x plus angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to, what is the sum of the pentagon? Just we can use this formula, 5 minus 2 into 180. We can easily get that. So 30 degree plus 2x plus what is 1? Angle 1 is 110, you can write there, and angle 2 is 120, you can write there, and this 5 minus 2 is 3 into 180. So 2x is the only variable, rest all are the constant. This 30 plus 110 plus 120. It means 260. It is 260. Sum of these angles will be 260, and this will be 540. So 2x is equal to 540 minus 260. 2x is equal to 280. It means x is equal to 280 upon 2, means 140. So finally you got x as 140 degree. You have to find only x, na? That's why your answer is here, x equal to 140 degree. Now come to the next part, which is D1. This figure is a regular pentagon. All sides are equal, all angles are equal. So very simply we can write x plus x plus x plus x plus x 5 times is equal to 5 minus 2 into 180. Sum of a regular pentagon. Very simply you can do that. It is 5x is equal to 3 into 180, then x is equal to 3 into 180 upon 5. You just simplify it, 540 upon 5, it is 108. So your x this time 108. Always put degree sign there, na? So that is the end of the sixth question. Let us move to the next one. Here in this question, question number 7, a figure is given A part. First I am going to solve A part. It is given there as a triangle, 30 degree, 90 degree, both are interior angle, and 3 exterior angle are given, x, y and z, in terms of x, y and z. So let us use that a linear pair as well as the interior angle sum property of a triangle. How? Just go through. First I can find this x and 90 degree. So don't write it like that. 180 minus x. I need to change this ink. 180 minus x, first one. Second one is 180 minus y. And third one is 180 minus z. You can write this, and this will be 180. How? Because of linear pair. and angle sum property of triangle. So this you can use. And now then 180, 180, 180, these three can be added and then transposed to that side. Finally 180 minus x plus 180 minus z plus 180 minus y, it will be x plus y plus z is equal to 360 only, nothing else. This 180, 180, 360 and this 180, 180 cancel. You can transpose all those things very simply. You can get x plus y plus z is equal to 360. Put your answer like this: x plus y plus z is equal to 360. I hope you all understand. Actually what happened, this 180 and this 180 can be changed, and then this x, y and z can transpose to the right hand side. It becomes x plus y plus z, and these two 180 and 180 will make 360. So you can go in your way, whatever you want to do, but that is the very easy way to get it. Similar concept we can use for question number 2 B also. It is a quadrilateral only, nothing else. The change is only side, nothing else. So by linear pair, and angle sum property of quadrilateral, we can write 180 minus x plus 180 minus y plus 180 minus z plus 180 minus w is equal to 360. These are the sum of all interior angles. Now what I need to do, I will be taking x plus y plus z and w, all those things there. So 180 into 4 I can write, because these are coming 4 times, then minus 360 come out, and x plus y plus z plus w will go to that side. So finally if you conclude this, you will be getting 360 only, and it will be x plus y plus z plus w. So finally you can write your answer, x plus y plus z plus w is 360. So this is the sum of all exterior angles of this figure also. In this way you can go through this exercise. I hope you all learned this very well. This was the last question of this exercise, and we did it. We have completed this exercise. Children, you all enjoyed that, I expect, and in future I will try to provide you the solution of more exercises. Now we have completed 3.1, then we will go to 3.2. like this I will try to provide the videos in my channel. So मेरे चैनल पे बने रहिए और इसी तरह से लाइक और शेयर करते रहिए, ताकि मोटिवेशन हमको मिलता रहे और नए वीडियो आपके लिए आते रहें। थैंक यू, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए टेक केयर, बाय बाय।